And then unpause. Alright then, so welcome back to KGB versus Fox. Score is currently 4-0 to KGB, and I mean, they're a pretty good team, let's be honest. They've been playing really nicely so far. And, well, we are here with game 1 in the deathmatch. I'm not quite sure, though, what's going on, because it's deathmatch and it's Teutons and Aztecs, but it's supposed to be Japanese and Persians, so I'm not sure what's going on there. But anyway, up to the north of the map for Fox in the red, we've got Refn playing as the Aztecs, and over to the east of the map in the blue, we've got Putz playing as the Teutons. Down to the south, we've got Praxis, not sure who this is, in the purple as the Teutons playing for KGB, and on the left side, they've got KGB Leo playing as the Aztecs in the teal. So it's teal and Aztec. Sorry, it's Aztec and Teuton mirror Civ matchup, but I'm really confused why it is this, because this should not be the settings. I don't know, maybe this is game 2 or something and I got the wrong game initially. We'll see. But anyway, let's see how this one goes. It should be different to the usual. I think the Aztecs definitely have a nice little early advantage. Oh wait, no, never mind. I think the Teutons just going to have an advantage here. Teutons should be golden for this game. But we'll see how they go. We'll see if that siege starts coming out nice and early, and that's what I'd like to see. Teutonic Knights could come into play, easily countered by the Jaguar Warriors. But it's Teuton on Teuton at the south, and it's Aztec versus Aztec at the north. So far, Putz looking like he's getting off to a pretty good start. He's got Praxis really on the defensive here, and although this guy building very tightly, walling up with these fortified walls to keep all of his buildings nice and safe. At the moment, he doesn't seem to be getting off to quite a faster start as Putz. Pressuring very quickly over at the left side of the map. At the top of the map, Leo Zim seemingly just being, Refn even seemingly being raided a little bit. He's down to 7 eco units, but he's making a ton of barracks and a ton of elite eagles, sending them forwards now towards Leo. Leo doing a good mix though, mostly champions however, and I think that's a great idea. Mass champions, obviously a good counter to eagles here, and Refn might just be running to his death if he's not careful. We've also got Putz over here though, and Putz is coming in with paladins as well, so it's going to be 2v1 onto Leo whilst they leave Praxis in the south to just kind of get on with things. In deathmatch, if you take someone out quickly in a 2v1, it's a pretty big deal. You know, it really is. You end up just basically putting someone out of the game very quickly, and in deathmatch it is so fast-paced that can happen very quickly. Leo at the moment, no eco buildings yet, literally nothing, just a castle on the front, and Putz running in with those paladins, maybe going to do a bit of damage at the back, we'll see. Putz actually starting on eco pretty early on, and Praxis just starting on eco as well, but again, a little bit slow there to get the eco up and running. Refn just getting TCs up now, but Leo unable to do that at the moment thanks to those paladins in the back of his base, but he's got a pretty hefty army right here. A lot of arbalest out, and a lot of champions, eagles as well. Just a real mix of army here. So these elite eagles, they're going to be great against the arbalest when the arbalest are out in the open like that. But for some reason, Refn just does not seem to have the numbers here. He's down to like 61 population. Where is his army? He's doubled in population by Leo here, and his production just isn't there, which I don't understand. Like, how has he got so little military production? But anyway, we'll see how he does. He's sending those eagles forward, 52 pop and falling rapidly. He's gone from 52 population to 35 in the blink of an eye, and Leo here sitting on 120 pop now, looking pretty good as he's about to push out. Praxis in the south, a little bit of raiding going on at the back of the map. He's got good map control. We got siege onagers out as well, and Praxis here on the left side looking like he's going to push Refn back. Refn falling very far behind. Obviously siege onagers out here for Refn as well, but really falling quite far back as he's down to 28 military units and just simply does not have the production. He's falling back onto pikes now. What's that about? Trying to get some archery ranges up to get some production. But, I mean, Refn here should be able to be spending his resources. Look at that. He has so much resource, but none of his buildings are queued. What's he doing? No queued buildings. If you can have all the resources in the world, but if you have none of your buildings queued, then you're not going to be making anything. And Refn here just doesn't have the speed, obviously. And that's bad news. I mean, obviously that's bad news. He's getting overrun. He's got 15 military and dropping. Putz is now heading over there with paladins to help him out, but Prax's massed paladins as well, looking to go towards the back of Putz's base. Putz definitely seems to be a bit better, but he's still outnumbered 2-1 by Prax's at the moment. Obviously, Leo coming forwards with some siege onagers as well. Onager hype. Castle coming up on the front. And Refin just not queuing anything here. Like, half his buildings are not even queued. And he's got 11k of every resource. And I'm very surprised. I'm very surprised at this, because I honestly thought that he'd be able to play deathmatch a bit better than that. A little bit disappointing. I don't know. I mean, even random map players, surely random map players have had enough experience in the late Imperial Age to be able to spam units from buildings all day long. But I don't know. Obviously, Leo here getting massively far ahead. Praxis is coming in with some paladins as well, and there's absolutely no aggression from Putz here. Huge amount of siege onagers battering down this castle, and Praxis, siege onagers, elite Teutonic Knights, and halberdier. That you don't get much better than that. Obviously, losing a few of his onagers to the onagers of Putz. But that castle's going to fall, and Putz here just nothing to fall back on, it seems. These guys trying to trade at the back, but Praxis is raiding that. And this whole eco area for Refin, this whole military production area is going to go down. He's got 28 military compared to the 158 of Leo. Praxis here, 57 eco and 107 military. Obviously, going to be 2v1 against Putz very soon at this rate, as these military buildings just get taken down by the siege onagers of Leo very quickly. The Aztecs just... Oh, you've got to love the Aztecs. Their siege is wonderful. That mix of arbalest and champion and jaguar warriors, they're a pretty interesting civ. Refin trying to get out some defensive onagers, but cut down by those paladins. It is 2v1 over here, and there is very little space for him to fall back into. 10 military now as that castle on the hill gets taken out. Putz coming in now with some halberdier, but he's running into arbalest, and although yes, he's focusing down the paladins, the arbalest are just cleaning that one up. And for Putz, just not able to get the units out, he's obviously got to deal with this as well from Praxis here. So at the top, it looks like it's GG. Castle trying to protect this trade. What's left of it? There's not really anything left of it. Refin down to 38 population and falling pretty rapidly as those rams close in and get ready to pretty much seal the deal. Very little here stopping those rams from attacking, and I think it's GG. Praxis and Leo just laughing, just saying 11. Just, yeah, congratulating each other, maybe a little bit prematurely. Maybe this was just going to be one of those premature things, and Refin and Putz are actually godlike deathmatch players who are just letting them think they've won so that they can do this insane comeback. No, I don't think that's the case. Refin, look at this, he's still got so much resource. And on this back side here, these villagers chopping wood. What's with that? Just build units, and build units. But no. GG, and Refin resigns. Putz shortly to follow, making game 1 a 1-0 to KGB. Game 2 coming right up. Let's load it straight in and see what happens. Game 6 then in the deathmatch, and here we are again. I think this one is the Japanese-Persian mirror. There we go. They switched them around for some reason. But this is now game 2 then between Fox and KGB. It's currently 1-0 to KGB, as we just saw them win that Aztec Teuton mirror. This time it's the Japanese-Persian mirror that we've seen many times before, but it's always a good one. Down to the south of the map in the purple, we've got Praxis, and over to the west of the map in the teal, we've got Leo playing as the Persians. Praxis playing as the Japanese down here. Up in the north of the map, we've got Winter in the blue playing as the Japanese. And over to the east, we've got in the red Putz playing as the Persians. Putz off to a little bit of an awkward start. Looks like he's going to lose a villager there. Nearly. but not quite. Those villagers being raided very early on, that one is going to go down, and that is not how you start deathmatch. 2 dead villagers, that castle is denied. This one, yeah, sure, it's being attacked by a paladin, and Praxis 2 villagers to 1 scout, and that scout was free. So good start to the game by him, and now starting to spam the helps to counter those paladins and those camels that are coming in. So it's Japanese versus Persians on each side, and the Persians should have the mega advantage. Let's see how Leo deals with this. Winter, at the moment, building very loosely. Not really a good start for him either. 4, look at this, okay, so 4 barracks and 2 archery ranges for Winter. And over at Leo's base, he's done, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong person. Over at Praxis' base, 4 barracks, 5 barracks, a castle up, and a monastery, another barracks on the way, a lot of houses as well, and he's going to basically, I think, be making those monks pretty early on to counter the elephants that he assumes is going to be coming in from Putz. But yeah, Winter here, really open plan base, whereas if you look at Praxis, it's very tight, very close together, and that castle is up already, which is kind of a big deal, because castles are awesome. Leo coming in to raid villagers down, and we just got 8 eco units for Winter now. Those paladins running circles around him, and Winter about to get population capped by the looks of it. He's got 33 pop out of 40. And obviously once he gets up to, once he gets up to population headroom, he can't make any more. Leo, not really making many units at all. He's just literally building the castles on the front, building those siege workshops, and going for the siege. But those paladins are keeping Winter on the back foot, and even though Winter has a huge army lead, he's not pushing that. In the south of the map, Praxis does have a really nice lead though, plenty of military out of him, 66 in fact, and he's going to be pushing against Putz very soon. But Putz got those heavy scorpions out already, and starting on that elephant production as well. And these guys, if he runs into the scorpions, that's bad news, because the scorpions will kill him very quickly. So this castle on the front going to be denied. Winter actually getting a little bit aggressive, but Leo's coming in at the back again, looking for some more villager kills. But Winter's base just seems way too open to me here, and these paladins are going to cause a lot of trouble, killing villagers and all of that jazz, and buying him time to get those slow building expensive units out. So on the front of the map then, Putz is starting to mass those heavy scorpions, but he has nothing in front of them. That's a real shame, because those scorpions are expensive and also really good when massed up, and it's difficult to mass them. He has to keep something in front of them though, and at the moment he's only got 26 military versus the 89 of Praxis. And yes, the Persians are slower to start, but Praxis here, he could just push in all day, I guess. With the halberdier against pure cavalry, it's going to be pretty easy as soon as those heavy scorpions are taken out. But Praxis is going to go back. Seems like he's playing it a little bit safe for now. Meanwhile, at the north of the map, Leo just preventing any trade from going up there by patrolling this north area. And Winter just so defensive here. He doesn't want to push out at all, it seems. And this is giving Leo the chance to catch up. And so Leo now 54 population, Winter on 56. Leo's massing up the scorpions and the elephants, whilst Winter's just doing halbs and arbalest. And obviously the elephants and the scorpions are going to win that fight. 2 conversions for Praxis though pretty quickly. And that elephant is going to get right into the scorpions. If only it could attack. Sometimes I really hate the AI in this game. Like the way that the units just don't attack sometimes. It hurts. But Leo here got some monks out. Going to try for some conversions. And those elephants coming in at the top should be an easy target. If he can convert some, then that's going to make things a lot easier for him. Castle going up, and well, I think Putz is probably going to be a little bit cautious with sending those elephants in. Now he knows that those monks are on the map. Leo coming down south though as well. Winter finally venturing out of his base into, well, a couple of castles, a bunch of elephants, and tons of scorpions. So this is a pretty huge fight in the south now. Putz trying to keep his scorpions safe, and that he's doing a pretty good job of that, actually. A couple of conversions on those elephants, but yeah, Putz is going to push this back. Praxis, even though he had the huge population lead, it's gone in an instant. So the army of the Persians is just too good, but the raiding from Leo now in the back of the map is going to cause a few problems for Putz here, and going to kill a few villagers. Of course, this is difficult to hold on the front. It's really difficult as the Japanese to hold off against the Persians. The elephants are just so good, but it comes at a cost, and it's a lot of resources that they need. If you can hold off the initial onslaught, then you might be okay, because the Persians just require so much resource for these expensive units. So far, though, Winter's doing okay. Those elephants seem to be tanking up quite a lot of that arrow fire for now. Those arbalets just getting battered. But they are holding out. They are going to hold on, it seems. Quite a lot of deaths, quite a lot of losses, as those elephants just can't decide who to attack next. Finally, that third elephant going to go down. But monks here for Winter, going to get some conversions, it would seem, as more elephants come in, and those scorpions are really what makes it, though. The scorpions, look at the scorpions. Nothing is going to touch them at this rate. The hound's just not going to get close. The castle, though, on the other hand, probably going to cut a few down at range. And I think both Japanese players are struggling at the moment to face up against the might of the elephants there. Look at that. There's 5 or so samurai struggling to do anything against the elephant there. The elephant with that splash damage, doing some huge damage as well there with that. But Winter trying to get some more conversions. So far, it's so good. But obviously Leo is continuing to push forwards, throwing away a lot of his scorpions to this castle, a little bit neglectful. But the Rams should be able to finish this off here. Should be able to take this castle down. And this one is under fire of a trebuchet on the left side. A couple of trebs, in fact. A lot of villagers coming out for practice here, building a huge eco to sustain his military production. Onagers out, and that's a good counter to the, what are they called, the heavy scorpions at the least. But really, for Praxis here, he's just got to hold the hill and let Leo push in and do the work. And at the moment, that is exactly what is happening. Leo, 65 military versus the 33 of Winter. And these castles are falling down. The elephants, of course, able to tank that up all day long. And the elephants not getting converted fast enough. That castle, oh my goodness, that castle from Winter going up and then going down again in an instant. And those Rams just rolling on through. Winter is going to be GG pretty quickly here, I feel. Down to 24 military. And he's got elephants, trebuchets, and siege rams just everywhere in his base. Praxis at the south, holding his hill. Like I said, that's all he's got to do. And I don't know why Putz is not pushing out. The Persians have a big advantage here. That he's just holding himself up. He's not building enough eco. He's only got 78, and 78's okay, but he should be aiming for about 140 if he wants to keep making elephants all game long. So kind of slow to do that. No trade for these guys in the north either, whereas at the south they're getting that trade up and running already. I don't think they're going to be too concerned about that, though. They should have this game now in the bag. Putz looks like he wants to push out, pushing into an onager, which is going to flatten half of his scorpions. I don't understand why not send the elephants first, put these scorpions behind them, and that's all you have to do. So Putz pushing forwards, coming in on this flank of Winter, and as if Winter wasn't getting it hard enough already. Sorry, no, Winter is getting it hard enough already. Putz is going to try and save the day with some elephants. We'll see how that one goes, but he's already lost so much of his base. There's just a non-stop stream of units coming forwards from Leo here. Leo getting tribute from Praxis as well. Praxis sending food to Leo so that Leo can make more elephants. And again, we're going to see another fight here between the two Persian players. But on the south side, obviously Praxis can see these elephants up here. This is the queue. This is the time for him to push. A lot of monks there for him, which is nice. But not many elephants to convert down here. However, in the north, Putz might just push this back. We'll see, but it doesn't look likely at the moment. Obviously, there's scorpions on the hill able to take down those halves really quickly. The elephants outnumbering those of Putz. And in the south, the push is real as that castle goes down very quickly. The onagers here looking for their shots onto those scorpions, and of course, they're going to land them because those scorpions getting taken out pretty quickly here. The elephants getting converted. And it's over for Fox, I think. It is over for Team Fox. KGB looking great at the moment. Double the population of Winter for both of them. 30 population and 60 population ahead of Putz. And they're trying to get trade up now, but it's just too late, really. So it's not too late, but it is late. Better late than never, but it is still too late. The game is pretty much already won by KGB now, unless KGB really mess up somehow. I don't see how that's that possible to do at this position. But we'll see, I guess. We'll see. Obviously, Winter, a few more units coming out. He's doing what he can, but it's really difficult. It is so difficult as the Japanese against the Persians, especially when the Persians is getting a huge sling. Like, he's getting thousands of gold and food from his teammate every couple of minutes, so he can just keep making more and more elephants, more and more siege, and push these guys further and further back. So Praxis, even though he's at a disadvantage against the Persians, he's still managing to push forwards, which is pretty impressive. And while Putz is trying to make as many elephants as he can, there's still quite a few monks there from Praxis, and I love seeing the conversions. You just see like 20 elephants of red running into 20 monks of purple, then suddenly purple has 20 elephants. It's just the best religious argument of all time. But Leo still pushing forwards, and I mean, Winter's down to 18 military now against the 54 elephants, scorpions, and trebs. What are you gonna do? It's over for these guys, and I'm just waiting for that GG. Here we go then. The monks, they're going in. Praxis gonna try and get as many conversions as he can. Let's see what happens. Put saying get them. Oh wow, okay, not many conversions actually, but there were some there, at least 5 or 6, and basically that fell flat on its face. GG from Putz and Winter, making it 2-0 to KGB, which means they get the 5th point in this series. It's a 5-0 series, and I actually thought it wouldn't be a 5-0, but hey, KGB played really well. They had a lot of really good games. And I think Fox gave them a really good fight, but just not in these guys' league. And it's understandable. The KGB players have some really big names. Ra, WiC, Alive, Goku, big players. And it's difficult to fight against that, even if Fox, you know, are a pretty decent team themselves. So there you go, 5-0 for KGB. Hopefully